Welcome back to our mastering class. So I'm here on a newly created Pro Tools edit window. What we are going to do is to import our audio for mastering. So if you go to import audio, we will see it's here. Bounce file. Okay. So we have bits left and bits right. So we double click here and double click here. So this is the left signal and this is the right. So we click done here, new track. Yeah, so notice how Pro Tools knows that it is one track, but then on stereo mode, so it puts it together. So now we can expand it and then all right. So now what we can do is we can shift it a bit, let's say 2 seconds. Okay, let's see. If we enter. Alright, that's so cool for me. Now another thing we can do is notice how our picks are already up. Okay, our picks are already up. So what we can do, we can add insert. They are already picking. So we can insert an EQ. Let's call this Q1. Yeah, insert a Q1 stereo. So we drop the volume. Let's say we cut it by 5 or 4 dB. Let's do a 5 dB cut on both channels. 5 dB cut on both channels. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, it's better that way. Now there are 2 ways we're going to master it in 2 ways. One, we are going to master with Waves plugins, and the second method we are going to master with Ozone. So how do we do this? Now this is already a Wave plugin. Look at this is Wave Q10. Something else, you can add another EQ here. Most likely I can use a fab filter. This might be the only non-wave plugin I will use here. So we can use a fab filter. We play this. So we can cut it off here at 20 dB. Now we can bring this back a little bit. Alright, I think this is cool. Alright, the next thing we can do now is that's the EQ. We can add a reverb here. A general reverb. I have to pause this. Let me pause this. And then reverb. H reverb stereo. Now what happens is that we can, okay, let's set it up at 2. Add a bit of pre-delay. Okay. And then reduce the del. Reduce the weight. Listen to, let's say, just below 10. Let's see how that's. Next plugin we are going to add is another wave plugin, a compressor. This is solid state compressor. All right. we switch them back to, if we do this, we can load mastering. Alright, we can put the volume a bit. Keep the release at auto, okay. We'll reduce this a bit as well. Alright. But before then, let's bypass that. Let's add this L3. 3 dB. Alright, so we play this. Alright, then we can activate this now. Sorry. Now we add the CLA now of volume, CLA compression, so compressor CLA. Can do this. It's a limiter, okay. Alright, that's it. This is what we can do. Now we are going to finish it off with an L1 limiter. Now this L1 limiter, you can use this or use this, an L2. So let's try the L2. Now with the L2, we are going to do everything on our own. So let's go. So if you could do, alright, so what we do is take this to around 6 dB. Around 6 dB. Alright. So with that, alright, if you go towards the end, you can still fade it in out. Although we had done that at the mixing stage. We faded everything out. So we are ready now. We can still do that as well again. So that will, let's see what happens there. Alright, that's cool. So with that, check the volume. Let's come somewhere here. See, the volume level is very okay. Also, I can show you this. This is, if you bypass this L2 here, you can use the brother, which is the L1. Okay. Now the difference between this one and the other one is that this one is a new release and this one has this. If you load it, we master use this as the master listing. So listen. Right. this. Both of them are working. So I could use well, let's take this one. Let's bypass this and keep this. So that in our next class we are going to check how we can master with ozone. Okay, now we have to note that mastering always takes a whole lot of listening. So but for the sake of these lessons, we've done everything as fast as we can. So okay, something else, we can fade in so that when we play, all right, you can fade into say here. So so our next class we are going to master with ozone.